Alright guys, Hayzink here. After getting all the, I guess the donkey work out of the way, talking about certain things, it's now time to go and take a look at the fastest unit in the game, who you can now see is also, just by virtue of where he's sitting here, the most powerful from a stats point of view legend in the game. Okay, I'm not going to tell you whether I think you should buy this unit or not. I'm not even going to say if this unit is broken or not broken, because I've said this before and people need to realise this about me. I don't want to pressure you into feeling that you need something, okay? So you can watch this and you can take from this video what you want to take from it, but before we even get into this, if you do not spend on these games, don't allow anything you hear me saying pressure you into doing that. And don't allow other people to pressure you into doing that. Don't allow people to say things like, he's must have, he's broken, you need this unit. Because you don't, right? You don't, okay? It might affect your performance ultimately if you don't get the unit, but you shouldn't ever feel pressured into buying a unit, right? So I just want to get that out of the way, because that's not my intention with these videos. If I end up saying he's great or he's fantastic, it's not because I want you to go and buy him. That's up to you ultimately, and I don't think that if you're someone who can't afford to spend money on these games, you shouldn't do it, right? So, now that we get that out of the way, let's look at him, right? I think most people have probably seen his kit by now, and most people are probably just going to want to see what he's like in real world scenarios. And wait, did I go into the... Is this wrong? Something looks wrong here. No, it's fine. We'll look at his kit, right? So when he joins the battle, he gets his passive, which gives him basically a free copy of this, right? But he also gets a boost of speed. So he gets a lot of speed, okay? Actually, he doesn't get that from his passive, he gets that from his cars, but we'll get to his cars, right? So his passive, sorry, let's go back to his passive. His passive, gain 25% damage bonus and 40% dodge when unleashing an illusion slash or illusion dash that has been enhanced by Mandate of Lightning. Gain 25% pressure, gain 40% damage bonus and 70% dodge, gain 40% pressure while unleashing an illusion slash, right? Now, I'm kind of curious to how this works exactly, and the only reason I say that is because on Zangief, when I tested it, because I wasn't sure if how they done it or not, he gets, at level 1 he gets 10 extra speed, and then at level 4 he gets 50 extra speed, which gives him a total of 60 extra speed. So it's a culminative, I don't know how you say that, it's an additive, like they go together kind of thing, right? So at level 1 he got 10, at level 4 he gets 50, total of 60. I don't know if that works this way, because if that works this way, that would mean that he would get 25% pressure at level 2 and 40% pressure at level 4, giving him a total of 65 on his pressure, and at level 3 gain 40 damage bonus and 70 dodge while unleashing the slash, which, if it works the same way as it does with him, that would go on top of the base. Now I don't think that is how it works, so it's kind of weird how it works, because like units must just do things differently depending on the unit, but yeah, if it does, it's huge. Even then, it's still big regardless, right? 40% damage bonus and 70% dodge. Let's just assume that's what it goes to, and let's assume it goes to 40% pressure. Somebody can confirm whether or not that is the case in the comments, because like I say, Zang, they add together here, they might not, so I don't want to give out false impressions. Mandate of Lightning. When the next illusion slash or illusion dash hits an enemy, it deals an additional damage equal to 217% of attack, right? So that's per hit. He's got multiple hits, right? So we go to level 1. Unleash a phantom that performs an AoE attack, dealing damage equal to 247% of attack to all enemies in an area. After unleashing this skill, increase the damage bonus of illusion slash by 20% until the end of battle, up to a maximum of 100%, right? You can see here that obviously goes up to a maximum of 150%. I don't know how often people are going to use that, because people are mainly going to use his super and it has C3. His C3, Illusion Dash. Dash and perform 4 strikes that each deal damage equal to 168% of attack to enemies in a large area, which maxed out is 222 of attack, right? But bear in mind, it's each slash, and if you've charged it, that is going to have an additional 205 on top of it, right? Yeah. It does say additional damage, so I don't know if it just stacks 2 and 2. We'll do one with and one without. It's the easiest way to probably see it, right? If we go to his garage, this is the biggie. When deployed in the starting team, you get 60 speed and automatically start with one of your supers. Just start with a super straight away. That's going to mean your first C3 is going to be charged whether you've charged it or not, right? I don't think it stacks. I don't know. Like, in all honesty, it might. It's hard to say because it doesn't say here whether it stacks or not, but if we look at his icons in battle, it actually does look like it stacks. The damage bonus looks like it stacks. Mandate of Lightning doesn't stack, so you won't get 2 Mandate of Lightnings, but when we go into the battle, I'll show you. If you look at his little icon that shows you like attack up and stuff, you'll notice it goes to 2, so it might stack. I don't know, right? It's hard to tell. We'll see, right? We'll go back to his vehicles. If Mandate of Lightning is unleashed again before the previous Mandate of Lightning's effect is expended, increase this fighter's crit damage by 80% for 15 that's what it is. Right, that's what it is. Right, okay, I get it now. So his first attack is going to actually have increased crit damage by 80. So his first attack is just going to hit like an absolute monster, basically, right? Essentially, that's what it's saying. His first attack is going to absolutely hit like a monster, and if you want that again, you're going to basically have to sacrifice your super and C3 with someone else, and then next time around, do it again. If that makes sense, hopefully that makes sense, right? I'll show you what I mean in battle, right? So if we go back to his equipment, and we go to here, what he gets is, in the assisted position, when the assisted fighter hits an enemy for the first time, Shredder deals additional damage, once per battle. How many people are going to use that? Not many, I don't think. Upon unleashing Mandate of Lightning, recover 24% of lost HP, so you're getting a heal. After unleashing it, you increase your attack by 5% until the end of battle, 25% by the end, decent. After unleashing Mandate of Lightning, increase this fighter's attack and crit rate by 8% until the end of battle, up to a maximum of 40%. So, I mean, depending on like what team you're running, it might be worth occasionally, especially towards the end, skipping on his C3. So do the super, don't do the C3, do the super, don't do the C3, or do the C3, because by that point you will probably have built yourself up to have a lot of additional crit rate, and then that last hit is kind of guaranteed to hit for a crit. But if you're doing things like bossing and events, you're going to have like workbenches and stuff that's probably upped your crit rate anyway, so it might not matter as much. And obviously, yeah, he is the fastest unit in the game. I mean, if we take this, we change this, if we stick this onto him, and let's just say we put action guy, confirm, 151, add 60 on top of that from his passive, from his cars, you can see yourself, and it gets faster as well, right? He is the fastest unit in the game, hands down. If you've got people about you, and they have this unit, and you don't have this unit, they're probably going to go before you. Probably. There is ways that they won't go before you, but they're probably going to go before you in this situation. So let's just put this back on him. I'm hoping that if we go to guild, yep, I can start it. I was hoping I could start it. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to start Path of Fire, and we're going to see what this boy can actually do, right? So I'm going to put a team together and then we'll come back, right? So I'm going to try this out, right? And then I'm going to do the same thing with VEGA, because again, there's all this talk of his C3 hits harder than VEGA's super and his C3 combined. Even if that happens, you need to remember, VEGA's got damage immunity cancellation. He just kills people. Shredder doesn't. That adds a lot to VEGA, right? That adds an absolute massive amount to VEGA. But we'll try and duplicate the runs as best as possible here, and we'll see what kind of numbers he gets. Now, I am going to stop it before the end. because I don't want to finish it, right? I don't want to finish it. But it'll give us an indication of like how comparable they are. You'll see we're going to go with Shredder, using the super. We're going to then go with Poison, giving us all a buff. Guy, damage reduction, and then Shredder. We'll do the exact same thing when we run the VEGA comp. But let's see how we get on with this, right? So we will start off by building up our gauge. Okay, so we're building up our gauge. We'll let him do that, and now we're going to go for it, okay? So we're going to pop this, and we're going to start running through this as quickly as we can. We'll see what kind of numbers we get. Now, you guys are going to have to be the people that are looking at the side and seeing how big the actual individual numbers are, because I'm going to go with the score at the end when I pause it, okay? That's what I'm going to use as my metric of how's he doing? What kind of numbers is he putting up? And then I'm going to compare that metric to VEGA, okay? So I don't want anyone having any sort of a no, it's fine. I think it's fine. Probably shouldn't have done that. Might need to start this one again. I shouldn't have done that. Right. I popped that at the wrong time. Because I needed to be able to use my my Virgil EX to last longer. So we'll do it again. That was my bad. We will correct it this time. So let's go again. Building up, we'll go back to 1 speed, pop you, right, that's it. So we're going to go now again. I wonder what kind of numbers we are seeing here anyway. So that's a huge number by Shredder, like, don't get me wrong, that is a huge number we've seen there. I looked across to the side and I seen it. It was a huge number again the second time, even though he should have been more boosted the first time with crit damage. Aye, so you've seen there that the number wasn't as high, but that's because he wouldn't have been getting that crit damage boost. Which is fine. Okay. So I think it's this time I need to make sure I pop Virgil's EX. Now we'll pop Virgil's EX. We should be all alive. Don't know why I got interrupted there, that was weird. But we'll just keep going. And I'm not going to survive this hit, so pretty much going to pause it there. And it's 12 billion. I'll do one more as a benchmark, because for some reason Shredder's combo chain got killed. So we'll do one more as a benchmark. And then we'll do the same thing with VEGA. Just, this isn't going to be a thing where I'm saying VEGA's better than Shredder, Shredder's better than VEGA. It's just giving you an idea of the numbers they can hit for, right? Because this is pretty geared towards giving him a lot of additional power, essentially. And if we go here, pop that again, and then we'll start running through this combo chain. Into you, hit with you, pop you, into you, into you. This time I'll remember to use my middle EX. So after we survive the what do you call it? The rocket punch thing. After surviving that, we will pop the middle EX, because this score's obviously a lot higher this time anyway. So pop that there. Shredder did do his C3 that time. And we'll pop that now. I'll remember to pop it with VEGA as well, don't worry. Right. So it was 17 billion. And you guys will have seen during this the numbers he was putting up at the side there. Got no idea what they were because I couldn't see them myself. But if I let that strike hit, everyone's going to die, and that's my run going to be locked in. So we're going to come out, and I'm just going to change it to VEGA, right? Now, VEGA's obviously got soul power, fighting spirit level 40 and stuff like that. I don't think I can show this. I think VEGA is going to outpower him, but by how much, right? Bearing in mind that I can still push Shredder up to fighting spirit level 40. So I'm just going to write down 17 billion. Maybe it was close to 18, I don't know. But we'll do the same thing here, except we'll now go in here and we will simply do that. Okay, we'll simply do that, no other changes, keep everything else exactly the same, and let's run it and we'll see what kind of numbers we get. I mean, it could surprise me. I do not expect this not to go in Vega's favour. I think Vega's going to outpower him, but we'll see. We'll see. Right, so let's pop this. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, bang, 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 bang. Pop you, into you, bit of you, into you, pop you, into you, bit of you. Oh, did that work? Oh, he's got a disadvantage. He's got a disadvantage because he said 1 C3 less. Oh my god, guy, why are you now deciding to do that? I mean, he's already outpowered him. Whoa! I mean, I don't even think it's close. And I missed super attacks with him and everything. Right, so we'll do that one more time, right? And then I'll give Shredder another toss at it. Again, the gulf in power between them is huge. It's huge, right? They're both assassins, so they're getting the same boosts off of their fighting heart and stuff like that, but there's a lot of levels extra on Vega. So, again, I think you would have to be judging this on a Vega who doesn't have soul power, who doesn't have extra fighting spirit and stuff like that, right? But, we'll go again. And again, this is in no way, shape or form am I saying Shredder's not good. I just, I'm seeing some things said about how he outpowers Vega, and I'm not so sure. Right, I'm not so sure. So that's fine. We're going to pop you. So hopefully this time we don't get some bad luck from our boy Guy doing his stupid feckin' passive. See, again, Guy, what are you doing to me, Guy? So Guy is deciding he wants to really screw with us and make it so that we're missing. But even doing that, again, Guy. But even with that happening, you can still see that Vega's absolutely smashing for huge numbers. And honestly, I don't need to keep going, right? We'll do one more with Shredder just to see if we can get a number that goes up as high as that. What we'll do is we'll go back into challenge, and maybe this time we'll use him there. The reason I'm doing that is because he boosts attack, and maybe an attack boost on Shredder will really push up his numbers. So we'll put Shredder here. We'll do the same thing. It's amazing how Guy never cocked up Shredder for his supers at any point. So let's go again. And so we'll pop this, and we'll go bang into you. We'll then pop you. Shredder got a big bang there. Pop you. Into you. Pop you. Bit of you. Then that. Yeah. Pop you again. Now we've still got a while to go before we need to worry about the Virgil EX at this point. But I mean, I think, I could be wrong, right, but I think we're going to outperform the 17 billion run. We might not. I think we might. Come on, Guy, don't get in the wheel again here. Yeah, we're going to outperform the 17 billion, so it's working better with Trendy Ryu on the team than it was. Oh no, it was running about the same. Running about the same. Now, there is a way that I think we could get that higher, right? But I don't know if it would be worth it overall. That's the only thing. If we go into here and we look at this guy. What one is it? Is it his passive? Or is it his C2? One of them does anyway. Is it his cars? There's something about his kit. Blah blah blah. Maybe it's his equipment. There's something in his kit. Upon unleashing Tenchi Aura, increase the damage of all friendly fighters combo free by 50% for 5 seconds. So Tenchi Aura is his C1. So you would have to sacrifice Shredder's C1 in favour of doing this. But here is what I'm going to test out here. So if we go to here, and we go to training, we go to limit break, I am going to have to dump somebody out of my limit break. Who can I dump from my limit break? Let's see. Who can I dump? Who can I dump? Who can I dump? I will dump you. And we will put Gen back in there. Okay. Thanks. And let's just make sure Gen's got equipment. So we go back to here. And we go to Gen. Promote. Just hit him with a quick equip. I know it's not set, but that's fine. We will give him... what does he need? Let's just give him Echo. It's not going to make any difference anyway. We will smart equip. I thought I had Gen's cars. I was sure I had Gen's cars. It seems I don't have Gen's cars. Honestly, I don't have Gen's cars. Not that it matters, you don't actually need Gen's cars anyway, so we'll go back to here. Wrong one. We'll go to here, we'll go to Path of Fire, we will go to Challenge. Changing it up slightly, okay, changing it up slightly. We're still going to keep the guy on there, right? But we're going to put in Gen here. We're going to put her here, right? So we're going to then do this. You'll see what I'm going to do here, right? So, we're going to do alternating combos. Alternating combos, and we're going to see if using our boy Gen will work. I don't know if it will, I don't know if it won't, but we'll see. We're trying to beat just under 17, just over 17, not quite 18 billion, right? So let's see if using Gen 50% of the time, not all the time, 50% of the time, if using Gen is going to help us get better numbers. So now we're going to go again. Oh, but unfortunately that makes me need to use bloody Shredder. Ah, I forgot about that. Right, no, we can't use Gen. Can't do it. Can't do it. So that was unfortunate on my part. Totally was discounting the fact that, you know what, if I use Gen, I'm going to have to use Gen the whole time. Can't just use... Oh no, actually I do have a solution, right? So we'll leave. I've got a solution, I can make this work, right? So we'll go back in. Challenge. That's what we'll do. We can do it, right? We can do it. Slightly different team. Same principle. Right, let's see. So, we're going to do the same thing, alternating combo. The reason I swapped Guy with Wrestler Hugo is on his C2, Wrestler Hugo's also got damage reduction effect, right? So let's try it again. So we'll go bang, we'll hit you with that. Right, this time we're going to use Gen, and then we're going to use you, we're going to use you, we're going to hit with that. Now this time it's Shredder that goes first. Hit you, pop you, into you. This time we'll go you, into you, pop in you, bit of that, Shredder again, you. Somehow I don't think this is working better. Somehow I don't think this is working better. Pop you, get that, into that, into right. It's definitely not working better. Definitely not working better. Bit of hodgepodge on the combos there at the end because it just is not working better. So nah, getting him to boost the C3 makes no difference. Don't do that. Don't do that. So what? I done 3 runs on a more optimal team. which would be back to this. And I mean, you can make the argument that he was better. Who was better? Him or Poison? The whole thing might take too long for Poison to get her stacks, so I mean, maybe Ryu is better, possibly. So if we run that again, we'll try it one more time, see if we can get a better result here. Final run, final chance, can we get over 20? Vega was easy, what, high 30s, nearly 40s. But again, there's a big gulf in power there. I think people sometimes are just like desperate to say, oh, this unit's better than this other unit who is really popular. I don't get why, but hey, it's a thing that people do. But this is in no way, shape or form meant to say that Shredder's not a good unit, because honestly, there's not many units I could put onto the team that could even give us that kind of result. So this is not meant to like diminish his performance in any way. It's more just this apples to oranges comparison people are already doing. Thought, well, let's just actually test it out and see. Can we continue? Can we get the 17 again at least? No, we didn't. So maybe it is better with Poison. Maybe it is better with Poison. We'll do one more with Poison, right, just to see. So we'll put Poison back on the team. I'll actually put her on the team, because maybe it'll do even better, because she gets like standard attacks changed to become her special anyway. So we might get more out of her being on the team rather than being in the assist slot. So pop this, let's go, let's see. So we're aiming to beat 17. Can this one do it? I mean, I can see an argument for alternating Shredder on his combo. That is one thing I can see. But you wouldn't be able to use a trigger character if you're doing that. I believe we're doing this fast enough that he's not losing the stacks. So we are fully stacked from Poison. Like, you've got our full buff. It's not lost or anything because of animations. I think we're going to beat 17 actually this time. So her being on the team is obviously vastly better. Just looking at it here, I think we're going to beat the number. Might not beat the number, it might just be 17 again. 16-ish. Nah. He's good though. I mean, that's that is not a he's not good situation. It's not at all. Because again, we need to compare what we're comparing here. We're comparing a guy who's got 199 million for his power, right, to a guy that's got 147. So there's like 50 million of power difference there, which is huge. It's massive. I mean, let's just look at the attack stat here. We go to here, attack stat 18142, 18142. Compare that to here, 25973. It's huge. Like, it's huge. It should not be understated how huge that is, right? That obviously plays a big impact in it, which we can absolutely do for this guy, okay? And it will help him. But I just don't see a reality where he hits harder than Vega. I don't know why that's being said, right? I don't. I think Vega's still ultimately going to hit harder than him, and he has got that C3, that whole damage immunity reduction-y thingy-me-bob. Shredder's good. He's good, definitely. I think the fact that he hits really well and he makes you go fast means that he's a really good unit. Does he outshine special summon units? Based on that extremely limited snapshot? I don't think so. I don't think so. But is he probably the best legend? For pure damage, yes. For pure damage, yes. DPS legend, yes. I would also say that he's a very solid DPS for not having soul power as well. That's another thing. Usually DPSs, if they don't have soul power, they can be a bit... don't think you've got that problem with this guy. We're probably going to end up discovering even better builds that can do him better, you know. But right now, he's a great unit. I don't think he hits harder than VEGA. Don't know, again. That's just based on my account. If I could get VEGA to this level, then maybe I'd be able to see. But with soul power and all the rest of it, I just think there's too much of a gulf there. But he's a good unit. Definitely good unit. If you're someone who already spends money on the game, is he worth you getting? Yes. If you're someone who doesn't spend money on the game, should you start spending money on the game? No. No. You've set yourself good habits up to this point. Why break them now? So yeah, that's it. If you want to use Shredder, borrow him from a friend or something. I've been Hayzink. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.